guess I can consider myself very fortunate because pretty much all day in Tuliolal it was raining, but it looks like just as I was about to transition over to coming on to live, the rain has parted, the skies have parted, and the stars are shining. And of course, I'm here with my happy hour cocktail, conveniently at happy hour. So, yeah, it's a beautiful night here in Tuliolal now, but of course, it's not so beautiful when you have to consider that even though the main story is done, and even though we were able to successfully obtain the relic that belongs to the Shatona of this land, there are still 4 more relics that need to be obtained. So, tonight we are going to begin the process of spending an entire week of doing exactly that. The process of going to help out other various people who need to be helped out around Chevalier of Tai, and we will see if we can get their artifacts back too. And it begins by going to take on the ranged DPS challenge this evening. So, hope you guys are ready, because it's time for us to dance our way to getting back relic number 2. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail live here on Twitch. So, what do you say we go ahead and get the process started here? And we will make our way into Chevalier of Tai. Of course, I will need to transition to an appropriate job, and as I mentioned, that will be my dancer this evening. As you can see, it's already at level 100, I'm on level 686, and we're gonna go and help out the guy who actually brought everyone here as far as getting the process started for getting these relics back, Mr. Rahulja, who, of course, as was mentioned when we first were introduced to him, has a relic that needs recovering of his own. So, what do you say we go ahead and speak with the guy, and we'll begin the process of taking on the level 90 physical ranged DPS challenge here in Dawntrail, entitled To Steal a Steel Hog. Rahulja's eyes are full of expectation. Or is it dust? Hello there, sir. Greetings. So have you decided to aid my people in retrieving our treasure, yes? I certainly have. They'll be glad to know that my long and arduous journey from our homeland in the distant south of Yorktural was not in vain. As for the treasure we would have you recover, it contains the undying essence of an Armadillo Tural Vidrol. These steel hogs, as we call them, rely on their tough hides to protect themselves from predators. The legends speak of one that lived to an extraordinary age, perhaps due to its natural suit of armor, and came to be known as the Lord of the Forest. At the end of its long life, our ancestors enshrined the Vidrol's soul within the Steelhog vessel. For generations since, the divine blessings it bestows upon have been a great boon to my people. Those under its protection need not fear wild beasts, for fang and claw cannot harm them. This allows us to hunt in the forest without risking our lives. But then, the treasure, so crucial to our people, was stolen by a tall, slender merchant, or rather, a man posing as one. He came bearing exotic wares from foreign lands and served alcohol freely, toasting often to new friendships. My people became caught up in the celebration, and in the morning, the merchant was gone, along with the Steelhog vessel. Without it, we cannot bestow its blessing afresh upon our hunters. The effect wanes over time, and one by one we are losing our protection against the savage predators that stalk our lands. And that's where I come in. As I and my granddaughter Setilja still possess the treasure's blessing, we've been tasked with locating the Steelhog vessel and returning it to the village. The trail led us here to Tuliolal, where we believe the perpetrator boarded a ship and made good his escape. The journey here has already pushed this decrepit body of mine beyond its natural limits. And yet you still look as spry as ever for whatever reason. I guess maybe because I really don't know that much about Mamul job physiology that I can't discern a younger Mamul job from an older one. So anyway, the journey already has pushed this corporate body of mine beyond its natural limits, and a lengthy voyage by sea would likely be my end. Although I urged Torja not to make the crossing alone, she was determined to give chase. Given that you hail from across the ocean, your knowledge of those lands will prove invaluable to her. Not only that, but our quarry may use the Steelhog vessel to his own ends. Only a skilled warrior can stand against such a foe, and Sitorja is no warrior. What does she do? Yeah, you'll have your treasure in 2 shakes of an armadillo's tail, or looks like refusal isn't an option, final help. Yeah, like, why do we have to be so cold to a guy like this? He just wants his treasure back. Yeah, let's give him some assurance here. I am truly grateful. My granddaughter's first port of call is a place called Alamigo. So yeah, with our first 2 relics, we're covering both halves of Stormblood. You see, as the thief took all of his wares with him, the only clue left behind was an empty bottle of whatever grog he was serving. After asking the sailors here, it seems it was produced in Alamigo, and with no other leads, Sitorja set forth. Once you arrive, she should not be difficult to find. These days, only a handful of Mamulja attempt the journey, most of them brutish mercenaries. Sitorja is a far daintier creature, and is sure to have made a favorable impression upon the locals. May the Steelhog watch over you. Thank you very much, sir. As Sitorja has traveled to Alamigo, perhaps you should begin your search by asking around at Ralgar's Reach. Rather than in Alamigo proper, because that's a proper dungeon. Alright. Until we meet again, sir. Back to Stormblood territory yet again. So as we arrive on scene here, we see 3 spots where we can look for people. Let's see who we can get that info from. We begin the process by coming on the corner here and speaking with Miss Germaine. Yeah, this is a lady. Yeah, it's hard to tell in the night, but this is Miss Germaine. Yes, I met the Mamulja girlie after. She was looking for a tall, thin man. Some sort of thief, apparently. It sounded a bit like the leader of the gang of bandits that lurks around Verdaya, so I told her as much. Chances are that's where she's headed. I hope she stays out of trouble. I'm guessing the Resistance not wanting to offer much in terms of help, at least not as of yet, hopefully. I mean, you did right by Corinne. And then over to Miss Odila. I'm a Mulja, you say? As it happens, she came over while I was cleaning the cannons. She showed me an empty arak bottle and said that she was looking for the bloke it had belonged to. Thing is, that brown's found all over Alamigo, so I wasn't able to help narrow down her search. Yeah, that's a pretty vague clue if it's something that's very common in the place where it comes from. And then we go over to the Ananta by speaking with Miss Donna here. Yes, I saw Mamulja on my patrols, but he carried an enormous axe. Not at all like the person you describe. Well, Verdaya is the place obviously where we're going, so closest place to that is the Peering Stones within the Fringes. Alright, we've arrived on scene. Let's go ahead and head south. Right down into the valley here. And it looks like we may have found our first clue. Yeah, bandits going after merchants in the middle of the night. Sounds typical. Yeah, this Lalafell has seen better days. Here, let me apply some of this ointment. It's a common remedy where I come from. Yeah, hopefully it works. Meanwhile, yeah, the Chocobo brings Satilja to my attention, or vice versa, I guess. Oh, Are you here to lend a hand? This poor soul was attacked by highwaymen, and I could use help tending to his wounds. Don't worry about me. It's my escort who's in trouble. He's in pursuit of the thieves, and I fear he's bitten off more than he can chew. Please, will you aid him? I guess I can do that for you, sir. So yeah, we're not wasting any time at all. We're just going to look for this guy, whoever he is. And we find a man wielding an axe, but it's not a Mamulja. In the meantime, yeah, that looks like a tall, slender man. But what an entourage he has. You thieving bastards! Uh-oh. Yeah, we were told about the relics, and so... Sir? Good luck trying to get through that. What? But how? Yeah, try all you might, but you're not getting anywhere with that thing. Behold! And when the shield drops, yeah, it provides quite the aftershock. Nothing like a bit of divine intervention to tip the scales in my favor. With this artifact in my hands, I am invincible. Meanwhile, I'm on the scene. Coming with my chakram. Another one, eh? Not that it matters. Kakucha, it's time you earned your coin. Oh, so there's the guy with the freaky battle axe. Also, did he steal that from Wuklamat? Because yeah, it looks exactly the same as hers. If anything, for a few different decorations. Yeah, I guess I'll take you on. I appreciate the assistance, but I wasn't joking about divine intervention. Leave it to the Warrior of Light. Some strange force pushed me away. I can't even get near them. I'm like, Because yeah, here comes Sitolja and the merchant. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, what's that with that look? The Steelhog vessel! Return it at once, and the stolen goods! Oh, you're not gonna fight? Yeah, I guess you don't want to fight one of your own? Yeah, much to this guy's chagrin. So yeah, the shield goes back on him. Ho ho ho! You've followed me all the way here from your backwater village. Alas, your journey has been for naught. The vessel is mine! I, Shadow Feet, will make better use of this artifact than you and your ilk ever could. By the might bestowed upon me, I will become savior to the oppressed and destitute. In light of my grand ambitions, the vessel's power will be wasted on the likes of you. If you cannot hunt without it, might I suggest a change of diet? I hear the acorns are delicious this time of year. Wow. Doing the trademark cocky Alizon. He fits that role to a T. Damn it all! I was so close! But now is not the time for regrets. These two are in need of a healer. I'll see them safely to Ralgar's reach. Are you sure you don't need help? Would you mind meeting us there? Once the injuries have been treated, we better tell the resistance soldiers what happened. Alright. I guess I can do that. I'll see you there, I guess. So, let's head on back. So let's reunite with Miss Sitolja. And here are the escort and the merchant. Oh, really? And so now that they made it safe and sound,
Well, I'm glad we made it safely without any more trouble. Those bandits wouldn't dare step foot in this place.
Yeah, especially not with the Alamiga and Resistance in tow, but I imagine that they'd probably be so brazen as to even step in here with the artifact that they've got.
Ah, how rude of me. I never asked your name or how you chose to cross us for that matter.
Allow me to introduce myself. Warrior of Light at your service.
You came all the way from Tuliolal at my grandfather's behest? I can't tell you how grateful I am. As for the highwaymen, they possess the Steelhog vessel, a treasure for my village. Not only does it grant protection from harm, it also produces a potent blast when the barrier is dispelled. As long as our enemies have the vessel, attacks at close quarters will be extremely risky. Although, as we say in my village, cracks form in even the mightiest of shields, knowing this, we are careful not to rely too heavily on its power. But now that the Steelhog vessel has been stolen, this self-same power is being turned against innocent people such as yourselves. I only hope you can forgive me for allowing this to happen.
There's nothing to forgive. If anything, we should thank you for coming to our aid. That Shuttle Feet and his luckies have a lot to answer for.
Indeed. We'll give the Resistance our testimonies, and with any luck, the information will go some way to clapping those bandits in irons. I'll go with you. The soldiers here need to be warned about the vessel. No, leave that to us. We'll relay what you told us word for word. After all, you'll need to move quickly to have any chance of getting your artifact back. So when you can't catch those robbers, give them one from me.
Sounds like a good idea. So away they go.
How about you, Mathia? I hope I can count on you to be there for whatever else comes next.
Certainly.
I knew it! I sense you're eager to get started, but I need time to plan our next move. Bandits aren't known for being found easily.
Indeed.
I'm surprised to see that a fellow Mamurjar was among them. I can't imagine why that Kukuljar would work for Shuttle Feet of all people.
Maybe he's being bought out. Yeah, is he on the take or something? We'll find out after taking... Yeah, none of this experience means anything to us since I'm already at level 100, but we'll take the 994,000 experience points and 2,000 gil. And so now that sunrise has come here to Rolgar's Reach, let's continue on and speak with Sitolja again to take on the level 92 ranged DPS quest entitled Bandits Abound. Though hers is not the easiest face to read, Sitolja's expression suggests she has vital information to share.
Mathia, I heard something that might help us. One of the soldiers has been contending with the same bandits who stole the vessel.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna go ahead and wield it wherever they please, right?
I'll go and find him. Give me a moment, would you?
Take your time and do what you need to. So later that morning...
Sorry to keep you waiting.
When she told me she had been sent an assistant, I never would have guessed it'd be the savior Alamigo himself. Yeah, or representing Corinne on that front.
You're something of a local celebrity, I take it?
I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, let me tell you what that Corinne did.
I'd love to hear more about that, but for now, let's concentrate on the matter at hand.
Alright, so what can you tell us, sir? Yes, quite. The bandits you've been chasing are behind a spate of recent incidents along Amigo. Such as? What's more, it appears that Shuttle Feet is part of a larger network known as the Passage of the Unbound, which is spreading its mayhem far and wide. In particular, they've been carrying out raids on trade caravans headed here from Gridania. We've increased patrols along that route, but the bastards strike so quickly that they've usually made good their escape by the time aid arrives. On the rare occasions we've caught them in the act, they use some kind of device or magic object to deflect our arrows and send us sprawling. Yeah, that'll be the Steelhog vessel, of course.
That's the Steelhog vessel. It was stolen from my village, you see. I'm sorry for all the trouble it's caused. The one who took it, Shadowfeet, said something about using its power to help the oppressed and destitute. What do you think he meant by that?
That sounds familiar. The reports say that the thieves were shouting something along those lines during the other raids. They claim the merchants are overworking and underpaying their laborers, and therefore deserve to be targeted. I don't see how stealing a bunch of goods helps the workers, and there's not a shred of evidence that anyone is being exploited. If you ask me, they're just in it for the money. In any case, their reasons won't matter a jot once they're behind bars. But for that, we'll have to catch them first. The most recent incident occurred up near Porto Pretoria, one of the waypoints on the road to the palace. Yeah, I know where that is. If you want to know more, you best hear straight from the commander there. Anyway, I'll send word ahead to let her know that you're coming. Assuming you are, that is.
Yes, of course. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much for your help, sir. And so,
this sounds like a promising lead. The soldiers here were good enough to explain the lie of the land around here, so I shouldn't have any trouble making the journey by myself. I'll see you there.
Alright. Until we meet in Porto Pretoria, Mr. Soldier. Also, hey there, Insonius. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us this evening. Let's make our way to Porto Pretoria. So, upon our arrival, it looks like we don't have to go too far to find our commander. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Good, you're both here. My colleague at the Reach has told me everything. I can confirm that we've had several sightings of Shadowfeet and his gang in recent days. They've even taken to ambushing patrols. Whereas most brigands would flee from armed and armored soldiers, this lot seems to pleasure in goading us into attacking.
Yeah, and with the dark clouds looming over, I can understand why. So what do you make of this, Tolja?
The treasure they carry makes them invulnerable. It can also emit a devastating blast, but that's only effective at short range. Shadowfeet wants to draw your soldiers into close quarters because there they stand no chance. Well, that explains their uncommon boldness. Thank you. This information will go far in helping us contend with the bandits.
Sorry to interrupt. Oh, speaking of merchants. Hello there, sir. And your companions?
Who might you be?
Oh, simple peddlers, my good lady. I myself have a Gridonian stock, and after learning my craft in the markets of Uldar, I now deliver all manner of finery to eager patrons throughout Eorzea. But enough about that. I hope you'll forgive me, but I couldn't help overhearing you mention a gang of highwaymen. We heard similar tales from other traders passing through, and it seems some stretches of road are more dangerous than others. In fact, the bandits are most often seen at a specific location not far from here. If you like, we can take you there ourselves.
Please, by all means! Wait, Mathia can take care of himself, but I can't allow any more civilians than necessary into an area believed to be teeming with bandits.
Yeah, that's a good call.
It seems I've no choice but to ask you to go without me. Sorry, but if those highwaymen did turn up, I wouldn't be much good in a fight. While you head off to investigate, I'll see if there's any more information to be had here.
Alright. And as for you, gentlemen, then it's settled. I shall leave our newfound friend in your capable hands.
What? Oh, if you say so.
Yeah, why so scared, boys? You have a trusted warrior alongside you. I suppose we should be on our way then. If we do run into those highwaymen, you'll protect us, right? Of course. Alright, let's be off. Oh, meanwhile...
One's headed your way now. You know what to do.
Uh-oh.
What? Unacceptable. Either you do this without my help, or I'll find someone who can. Show some backbone for once.
Yeah, it's part of a plot. Yeah, there is more going on here than meets the eye. So we head on down over here. Let's go ahead and speak with the trader.
We're almost there. It's just on the other side of the gully. Actually, if it's all the same to you, we'll wait here while you go on ahead. This is already more than close enough for my liking.
Fair enough. Yeah, especially with the intimidating music that this area is known for, I can understand why. Yeah, we see purple smoke and that can only mean one thing. Who wants some? Now make sure I do the sequence correctly. Yeah, let me show you what I can do. And then, it's just your turn. Wow, one shot with the Starfall Dance. Damn. Jeez, I hit you so hard and so badly the game glitched and gave me the prompts on a delay. That's how hard I hit it. Alright, boys, road's clear. You're free to go.
You beat them? All of them? How very fortunate. Well then, I best contact the boss. I'm sure he'll want to know all about this. No doubt he's still talking to your friend and the commander. They'll be glad to hear you've come to no harm.
Glad I could help.
You'll never guess what, boss. He trounced a lot of them. Ah, yes. Understood. I'm not quite sure why, but he said they'll be here in a jiffy.
Oh, I guess him and the commander and Sitolja. So later that morning.
Is it true? You beat them all single-handedly?
I certainly did. Let me tell you all about what happened. Yeah, and I hit this one guy so hard.
Gods be good, I'm glad you're on our side. Anyway, I'll take it from here.
My, very impressive. And how jolly convenient for those villains to appear exactly where we thought they would too. But above all, I'm glad no one was hurt. Well, no one important, that is.
I'm relieved to see that everyone's safe. It must have taken a lot of courage to bring Mathia here, knowing that danger could be lurking around every corner. Are you sure you're right? If you're putting on a brave face for our benefit, there's no need, I assure you.
No, we're fine. Couldn't be better. Well then, I say that's enough excitement for one day. We best continue on our way to the Alamegan Quarter. Where's the cell, deals to broker, that sort of thing. I dare say it'll be some time before any ne'er-do-wells have the gall to descend upon this neck of the, desert? And as for you, my friends, I'd advise you not to stray too far from the beaten path if you know it's good for you. Ta-ta! Alright then. And as for you two, yeah, like, we should probably not lose our track of our boss.
There's nothing left for us to do here, so let's head back to Porta Pretoria.
You got it. Alright, off we go. Yeah, not much point in using the teleport this time around. So let's reunite with Suitolja.
Well, that was all very strange. One moment they're helping us apprehend criminals, and the next they're racing off to peddle their wares elsewhere. Merchants certainly are a busy lot, aren't they? Not that I'm complaining, of course. With those suspects in custody, I'm sure the Resistance will be able to bring some valuable information from them. I expect all that ringing will take a while, though. It looks like we've been given an opportunity for a little rest. You certainly earned it.
Well, thank you very much, Suitolja. So we'll take our 1,021,000 experience points and 1,000 gil.